championship week in the Always Sunny in Sayreville League. And it's about time, right? This is the final episode of the 2014 Weekly Update. Better late than never. It's official. By a score of 124.1 to 107.8, the MOTH is the third champion in Always Sunny in Sayreville Fantasy Football League history. The MOTH finished the regular season at 6-7 and earned the 5th seed in the playoffs, and their road to the championship couldn't have been any more difficult. In round 1, they played Toddler Fight Club, who was the 4th seed and the defending champion. The MOTH won that game 187.5 to 142.8 to advance to the second round of the playoffs, where they faced off against the number 1 seed in the playoffs, Rusty Strombone, the consensus best team in the league, 12-1 regular season record, and the MOTH beat them. In the championship game, the MOTH faced off against the 3 seed, Shower Hug, and Shower Hug opened the game on Thursday night. They had their kicker, Cody Parkey, going in the Thursday night game to open the championship round, and Parkey put up a 0. So Shower Hug opened the weekend with a 0, and on Monday night, needing 18 points out of AJ Green to win the championship, they also closed the championship with a 0. They scored a 0 at the beginning and a 0 at the end, and could not put together enough points to take it home. The MOTH was led by MVP Tony Romo, who scored a 35.5. And to be honest, it could have been a lot worse than that. The final score of this game could have been much more lopsided in favor of the MOTH if the Cowboys had not beat the shit out of the Colts as bad as they did in Week 16. Tony Romo, Dez Bryant, and DeMarco Murray all got pulled in that game by the third quarter. So Romo put up 35.5 points, but Dez Bryant only scored like 18, and DeMarco Murray had like 11 plus, where it could have been a lot worse. So the MOTH, with a resounding victory, takes home the third ever Always Sunny in Sayreville championship. Now, I happen to have right here the Always Sunny in Sayreville Championship Cup. It was returned by the Toddler Fight Club front offices. It was a little bit dirty. Had to clean it up a little bit. It was you could tell it had been lived in for the year that it was away, but it's back now. It's all crispy clean, and the MOTH's name has been added on the plaque. So for the second time in Always Sunny in Sayreville League history, a 6-7 team starts out as the 5 seed and battles all the way to an Always Sunny in Sayreville Fantasy Football League championship. And for that, the MOTH is this week's hero. Oh, and in the by the way department, Team Blumpkin beat Rusty Strombone in the 3rd place game to take his second 3rd place finish ever. He actually finished 3rd in 2012 as well. And on the other side, Rusty Strombone completed just an epic collapse. 12-1 in the regular season. Felt pretty confident about his number 1 pick in his first round bye. Came off the bye to lose, and then lost again in the 3rd place game. Epic failure. Epic, historic failure for the Rusty Strombone in the playoffs. Russell Wilson scored over 40 points for Team Blumpkin, and Odell Beckham scored like 36 or something like that, and that's who those 2 guys will be keeping next year. And now, without further ado, the 2014 Always Sunny in Sayreville trophy presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, the MOTH. Thank you very much. I'm out here in the field with the new champion. This is everybody. This is Tom. This is the MOTH. Yeah. So first things first, I have the cup right here, and on the back of the cup we have the MOTH right there for everybody to see. So the first thing I want to do is present you with the championship trophy. So Tom, congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, and now maybe the more important thing is I have the Always Sunny in Sayreville vouchers. Now every guy in the league chipped in on this, and they want to all say congratulations to you for winning the championship. So there you go. This is for you.
Hey, thanks everybody.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. I'll treasure these vouchers until next year.
All right, and officially, congratulations.
Yep, thanks.
It was a tough loss in the finals. I have to say it was but you had a great run in the playoffs. You grabbed that 5th position and you ran it all the way to the championship. Something that I admire. I did the exact same thing in 2012.
Yeah.
So we look forward to at the beginning of next season maybe getting Toddler Fight Club together, playing a championship round of golf, maybe for our keepers special.
Absolutely.
But until then, I just want to say thank you very much for meeting me. I know it was a long time to come, especially for a guy who's on crutches right now.
Yeah, dude, it's all worth it.
To come out and make the trip. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no
Once
problem.
again, congratulations.
Yeah, no problem.
And
Hey, back to you in the studio.
all right. All right. Thank you very much. Great playoff run. Started as the 5 seed, beat all the best teams in the league on his way to a championship. Again, congratulations to the Moth. Now it's time for this week's GOAT. This week's GOAT is you. You had the worst season in Always Sunny in Sayreville history. You took control of an aimless team and drove them straight into the ground. You had almost 100 more points against than anybody else in the league this year. You got your ass kicked. You had the greatest collapse in Always Sunny in Sayreville League history, starting 5-0 and finishing 6-7 and missing the playoffs. You barely missed the playoffs again. Every guy on your team got injured all the time. You dominated in the regular season only to get smoked in the playoffs. You lost the playoff game coming off of a bye again, and you started 2-0 in the championship game. Man, you suck. All right, guys, got a couple of things we need to talk about before we wrap it up. A couple of news items to deal with. Number 1, the draft. Next year's draft is when? The Tuesday after the 3rd preseason game. That's right. It's the Tuesday after the 3rd preseason game. So you know that the draft next year is after the 3rd preseason game. That Tuesday is the draft. The draft order goes a little something like this: Bobby J, Danny Mac, Matt, Ortiz, Narkowitz, Albert, Anthony, Dahl, Dave, and Tom. Your keeper can be anyone drafted in the 9th round or later. Okay, now if you look in the draft recap on the league page, it's going to show the keepers as round 1. So the guy who we selected in the 8th round is actually showing as the 9th round. Your keeper must have been selected in the 9th round or later, or not at all in the draft, for him to be eligible. You can keep the same guy you kept last year. You can keep a guy up to 3 years. So let me know who your keeper is going to be, as soon as you know. There's a couple guys who are pretty obvious already, but whatever. All right, one last thing before we go. I put together a reel of some of the outtakes from this past season. So sit back, relax, get your popcorn ready, and enjoy a lot of me fucking up. I'm going to try and meet everybody so I can get everybody's keeper and get everybody's dues, and it should be pretty painless, honestly. And Aaron Hernandez's gaping asshole. Use the first take. A couple of guys have had really good, strong selections so far this year. It should be a good season. Seems like there's been a couple of really good. This year, there's a lot of guys. 10th and final pick in the 2014 Always Sunny in Sayreville. Fuck. Remember that the draft is right around the corner. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. April. It's August. Gonna start this again because I forgot to just go right into my question. which is you don't know who the fuck you are. What's your name, bitch? Is this year what pick you pick? What number you pick? I'm not plugged in, so I'm not hearing anything at all. That's great. Ugh. Ugh. So let's go out and let's get him on the line. We're gonna get him on the line. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Yeah, what's up, man? What's going on? Just got home. Didn't turn the light on. Oh shit. I was sitting there like, what is he? I was so focused on trying not to laugh for a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, is it always the fans on?
The light is off.
This is usually what I
It's
do.
dark in the room.
That's what I'm used to though.
Camera can't see you in the dark. There you go.
Just look far enough camera.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't slide off. All of a sudden your cake is on top of the keyboard upside down. No! That'd be on the bloopers.
We could probably get that one on camera. How disgusting burp.
That is on the camera, actually.
Fuck, everything I do is on camera. What you do?
I'm gonna chuck. Alright.
Are you ready to make this? What?
Get the other beer.
Oh. What are you supposed to do?
Finally, the season has begun. It's been it feels like, Finally, the season's underway, and I'm rusty as hell. But it's okay, I'll get back into it quickly. That's responsible reporting. I said that he had 3 quarterbacks, but I did not say my opinion about that. I just made the statement. You form your own opinions about 3 quarterbacks on a roster. After his 2013 regular season sweep, Toddler Fight Club defeated Ortiz. I keep wanting to say, see, this is the problem with changing your fucking team name every year. It's a long season, and it's how you start, not how you finish. Wait a minute, that's backwards. Now, I gotta believe that was a bittersweet moment for Zach. We don't have Zach in the league. I don't know who they beat. Time to check my facts. The Rogues. Oh. No, sorry, the Rogues. Hello. Tyler Fight Club is the answer to the question. Okay. This helped. Fuck. Okay.
What? You have a technical phone, right?
You have a technical phone.
tech phone, right?
Yeah, I have to plug it into the wall to use it.
A smartphone.
If I don't, I have to wind. I have like a thing with the wind on it to get it powered up.
Do you have the rotary too?
Yep.
So
Yeah, but it's a detachable, so I have to carry it out in different pockets. So I have to put it on and then attach
That's
it.
so
and then I can-
convenient. And you
Yeah,
can
it's
do that,
really
yeah.
technical.
Yeah.
It's really technical. Week 3. Daniel Mack. Yo, get it started first and foremost with we still have 3 teams that are undefeated. I'm itchy. I'm gonna start the whole thing over again. And that's Rusty Strombone, who beat the somebodies. This is the largest, the biggest, the highest score of the week. The highest score of the week. Now we move on to the biggest score of the week. The biggest score of the week. I hate it. It's the highest score of the week. Highest score of the week. Biggest score of the week. Got a pound of coke, man. It's the biggest score of the week. And now that was the largest margin of victory of the week. Now we move on to the... Toddler Fight Club had two 30-point scorers. I don't know why I even start talking when I don't look at the numbers. Key matchups. I'm super. Thanks for asking. Blah 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 blah. Week 5 in the Always Sunny in Sayreville League, and finally every team. And it was a final score of 21. Paced by Golden Tate's 24.9. 26.4. I'm just making them up. 26.4, 22, 9.4. The open SWAT. The open SWAT. Week 6 in the Always Sunny in Sayreville League, and the by a score of 106.5 to 102.5. It's 108.5 to 102.5. Motherfucker. I missed the menu headline and button thing on the last one, but it's alright because that shit was locked and loaded. That's the 4th lowest score.
It brings families together. Record make dinner taste better. The Hallmark Film Awards has never been on TV before. Until now.
And I'm going to give it to... God damn it, I did it again. I have to wait. Alright, so now it's time for this week's GOAT. There it is again. This was a hard one. A lot of divisional games that are going to have playoff implications. This is the latest in the season that any the leading division teams have played this year. That's a stupid thing to say because it's obviously the latest in the season. I should start that again. Every game is important this week. Every game is important this week. Now I remember last week I said that the have now lost their last 4 games in a row and are 1-5 in their last 6. And enduring that, nice to just let it go all in one shot. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's like a good shit, you know. Sometimes it's in pieces and sometimes it's all in one boom. I like to wait until it's all going to be in one boom because then
It's all in one boom.
Takes less time, quick and clean. You're in and you're out. Here we go. Hello.
Ready?
All right.
We're gonna be like 9-1, baby.
So here we go. We'll do this. We're gonna do the exchange again. You can save that if you want to. If you want to get slapped. Week 12 in the Always Sunny in Sayreville League, and I'm running out of material. This is the weekly update. Pichu! And oh, by the way, we still have no idea who's winning the Porter division. All right, there's 1 week left in the 2014. Oh man. It was an absolute must-win game. It was pretty much a playoff game. Got me again. Got me again. Knew it was coming this time. Get to is this week's GOAT. I'm gonna have to start that whole thing over because of the water. And I will see you during the playoffs if you're even there. This is the weekly update. I already did that. Fuck it. The playoff matchups have been set. The something. Week 13 is in the books, as is the 2014. I already clinched the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Number 1, blah, 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 blah. Come out strong and blah, 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 blah. I think that went pretty well. And so I decided to do it again this week. No, see, because I already I did that. I don't want to do that. I want to do this and this. I want to do this and this, this and this, this and this, this. Okay. So last week we had take them down by a score of, I already said the score. I'm going to start this whole thing over again. Week 3. Round 2 is actually Team Blumpkin. This is the second to last show I ever do from this set. I'm doing this show, I'm doing one more, and then I'm never shooting in this with this setup ever again. Ever again. Because this is horrible. Horrible. Boom. Week 2 update, week 3 update, week 4 update, week 5 update, week 6 update, week 7 update, week 8 update, week 9 update, week 10 update, week 11 update, week 12 update, week 13 update, wildcard week update, semifinal week update, 2014 season over. It was a great year. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Next season, I've decided that I'm gonna be changing up the format of this show a little bit. You know, the heads-up holographic display has been fun, but I'm over it. So I mean, I don't know what next year is gonna look like, but I know it's not gonna look like this. I'll see you next year where it's always sunny.